Claudette Ortiz, and you're checking out YourMusicMyWorld.com.
How much have you grown on this season of R&B Divas LA than last season?
Well, I guess I could say I'm just slightly in a different place only because first time around I'd never filmed a reality show before. I didn't know how they did it. I didn't really know the cast members that well. I never really met them like that. But this season, I got to know everybody, and, I knew how they do things, and we got to know everybody behind the scenes as well. So we were used to it. And I was also in a better place just in my life while we were filming the second season as well.
Okay. So you recently put out a new single titled Automatic, in which you worked with Jerry Wonder.
Yes.
How was it with putting out this single versus, working with City High and, just getting back into the music game?
Well, it's very different. For one, I was a teenager back then, and I didn't really have a lot of authority when it came to making decisions and things like that. I was signed to a label. This one's independent. And I'm in my 30s now, so it's a completely different dynamic. And it's my stuff. I don't have to worry about somebody else and how they feel, and I don't want to sing that, and I don't like this track, or anything like that. It was for me and what I like and what I want to say, things like that. So it's definitely a completely different dynamic.
So how does it feel getting back to releasing new music as a solo artist and just putting your name back out there?
Well, I never really stopped creating music, but to actually be able to focus on that and putting out something for me is definitely, it feels great because, just the other day, I heard Automatic on the radio. And I was with one of my managers, and he was like, "Is this the first time we're hearing on the radio?" So we were cracking up. And it reminded me of the first time I heard my first single years and years ago on the radio. So I was like, well, this is a good thing. Things are moving forward, and it felt good to hear my music on the radio and me singing it.
Yes. I have to say you have a very beautiful voice.
Thank you.
So, with this season, we saw in last night's episode, Chante Moore invited the girls out to basically do a song with her, and they wasn't really, happy when they got there because they were singing background. Do you feel that they should have been mad the way they were because they were singing background and not creating verses?
Well, everybody, has their own thing of where I wasn't there for that. As part of the film. Me personally, I'm always singing. I don't know. I don't know. Everybody's different. I have sang background on some of Voice to Men stuff before. I've sang background on some of Tank stuff. Sometimes I'll just be in the studio and somebody might be down the hallway and we'll trade a song or whatever the case. But that's just how I have grown up in the music industry, because I've never really had an issue with singing background for anybody, but not everybody is really into that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, so this to each his own kind of type of situation.
Since you put out your new single, and you're on R&B Diva LA, are you planning to release like an EP or album that you're planning to put out? I want to know more about that.
Yes. Well, while the R&B Diva season plays out, we will be releasing singles as it progresses. Now, depending on how that does, it's the date on when we'll actually drop an album. But yes, I'm working on an album. I'm almost done. It's almost complete. And we've already shot a video for the third single, and we have 2 more videos to shoot. So you'll definitely be seeing this first one was kind of like just something to give to people. You know, we're not charging for it. We just gave it to everybody just to show some love to the fans and everybody who supported me, and let them know what's coming next.
Okay. Well, with music constantly changing, do you find any pressure to release music that will grab the attention of this generation's listeners, but not losing the fans that knew you from City High?
You know what? I know that that's very important to think about, but I let my team and my managers worry about that part, and I try to take some of that direction, but for the most part, I try to stay in the artist realm of things. I do have certain areas where I put on my business hat, but when it comes to creating, sometimes us as artists will think too hard on trying to create something with that in mind, and we mess up. And when that's what the people love to begin with was the way, because all of us started by just, you know, making things that from our heart and making things we wanted to hear and that we liked, or, you know, so that's where we gained our fans from the beginning. So as we grow, we tend to stop doing that to try to get the fans to buy something and try to sell something or try to be like somebody else who's got a hit song, but that was their hit song. So everybody has their own lane, but we tend to try to go into other lanes. So I try to keep myself when I'm in the studio into doing stuff that I like to do, and still try to be smart about things, because sometimes I can get a little too artisty. but I try not to get too far out of that and be in the studio thinking about creating something to sell. I just create something that I like to hear and that I want to sing,
right,
instead of trying to create something to sell.
Okay.
And then it just works out.
Okay. Well, I know just a few moments ago you said you recorded videos for your second single and your third single, and, you know, you put out Automatic. What is the new singles that we can expect to hear coming up in a few months?
We haven't chosen the second one yet, but the third one is more, it's a little bit more ballady. It has guitars in it. We actually, I believe they caught it on film while we were doing R&B Diva, so you'll see us actually filming it on R&B Diva, filming that third single video.
Okay. Well, we know the girls, you know, they had a little trouble with Chante in the recording studio. Would you ever think about collaborating with your co-stars from R&B Divas?
Oh, of course. I think everybody is amazingly talented ladies. After all that, I probably would definitely try to be very smart about how I went about the business. Depending on who I asked to be a part of it, I guess I wouldn't just say, hey, come to the studio, whatever, which is usually how artists do it sometimes, you know, unless it's an artist that we don't know, then it's like something where you think of, oh, we want such and such on this song, then yes, you have to go through managers and all of that, but you know, sometimes, like I said, everybody each his own when it comes to how they do things. So I would definitely love to do that. Each and every one of the ladies is very talented, but I definitely will go about it a different way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I know on the show it seems like you and Lil Mo are very tight, so I could definitely see y'all doing a collaboration together.
Oh yeah, her voice is amazing.
Okay. So with this new music you're working on, what do you want listeners to take from you that they might not have learned from you last season, or that they're going to learn from you this season? What do you want them to take from your music?
Just I guess I really try to touch people and make them feel better by listening to my music, whether it be empowering or feeling positivity. As far as me as an artist, I guess the growth and hearing that I can relate to you and that I can relate to what you go through, and the everyday things that I'm just like every other woman out there that goes through the things that we go through. And I guess that's it.
Is there anything like you want fans to know that they should know? Like, you know, you can also shout out your Twitter, Instagram. You know, we all know we're going to R&B Divas.
Right, absolutely. Of course, look out for the single Automatic, and that I appreciate everybody who supported and who believed in me when I was at my worst. And, of course, to follow me on My Claudette. Everything is My Claudette.